The first factor in bowling is the grip that you have to have into the bowling ball. There are people called pro shop operators that you can go to in bowling centers that will punch holes into a bowling ball. That way you can fit your hand inside. As you see here, I have a thumb slug that I twist into the bowling ball, which accounts for my thumb. And then I've got fingertips, which helps me rotate through the ball when I come through to hook it at the release point. And what that does, it gives me a better result with the pins. Now when you go into the pro shop, they will drill holes according to your hand size. They will take measurements of the size of your hand span, the pitch of your thumb, and the pitch of your fingers. And the other factor too is that every bowling ball actually does something down the lane differently due to this pin, and depending on where you get the finger holes drilled, depends on what the ball motion is going to do at the end of the pins when you hit the 1-3 pocket. Okay. Now along with the fit of the bowling ball, every bowling ball does something different according to its cover stock and what's inside the bowling ball. This one here is a very non-aggressive bowling ball. It's my Team Storm spare ball. It's a polyester cover and has no core to help it flip inside. What the core does is it makes the ball flip over in the back part of the lane when you have rotation. It's basically a cheat and a way to get hook. You see most pros use these type of bowling balls for hook, but this one here is for spares and for a straighter approach down the lane. Now this bowling ball is slightly more aggressive. It has a bit more of a tacky cover stock. Its weight block is bigger, and it flips harder down the lane than this, but not anything like this, this, or this. Now this bowling ball is a very archy rolling ball. It's the Jigsaw Corner from Hammer, my favorite bowling ball, not to market it or anything. But it's very rolly. It's an aggressive bowling ball. It's got a very tacky surface, so it grips the lane, and the weight block inside is huge to flip the ball over into the pins and to have a very nice subtle reaction that's predictable shot after shot. Now, the 900 Global by Breakout is a bowling ball, again with a very tacky surface, and I have it drilled a more aggressive pin. That way it'll hook more because it's similar in its nature to this, and the weight block in this bowling ball is bigger than this per se, which makes it hit pins than this. And this bowling ball is a box ball because it's dull, very gritty, and and just a very aggressive bowling ball overall, and has a huge, the greatest amounts of oil, and probably hits the pins the hardest. It's my biggest weapon. The next in bowling is that every pin weighs 3 pounds and 6 ounces, and times that by 10, you do the math. So you have to have a heavy enough bowling ball, like I throw 15 pounds to get all 10 down, and the correct entry angle into the pocket is to roll the ball into the 1-3 pocket. By hitting the 1-3 pocket, you eliminate hitting splits by going through the head pin. From going to this side, you're going to miss the head pin, and once again, you're going to miss the head pin if you hit to this side of the 1-3 is 1, the head pin, and 3, the 3 pin, and that's the correct way to get a strike. Now, you can hit the pocket without enough force, and that's why you want to put rotation into the ball. That's why, that's how you carry out the corner pin, but the 10 pin you'll leave a lot by hitting this area, or the 7 pin you'll Okay, the next thing I want to talk to you about in bowling is the oil dispersion on the lane. You'll see oftentimes that a machine will go down the lane, when you're going to go practice or something. You'll see this machine going down the lane, and it's actually dispersing oil across the lane bed. And as you can see how split this part of the lane is, you see the split that's in the lane. And what that does is it causes the bowling ball to go down the lane without hooking onto the surface of the lane. Because if you're on a pure wood surface with a lot of rotation, like I said, the ball's going to hook off the lane pretty much, okay? As you can tell here, there are dry boards, and that's where you want to get the ball to, so that when you throw it out there, it will hook off the spot and hit the pins with a really great force. football is.
Look.
Yay! And now football. Yay!